Doron, you ready to do our Hanukkah shoot? I'm telling you, I'm so jacked. I even put on my very special Hanukkah socks. Gabe, I know we said we're gonna do this Hanukkah thing.
Hey Jay.
And you picked some good wines. How are you?
Always. I'm okay.
Good to see you.
I'm okay. Thank God. Thank God.
Oh my gosh, you got a gin?
Yep. And from Israel.
From Israel?
No less.
Oh my, you know,
Thinker's Distillery.
what's my favorite spirit?
Gin. That's why I picked it.
Okay, good. So let's get to it.
Okay,
well,
let's get to it.
It's now, we're doing this for Hanukkah, but it's a couple weeks before.
That's right.
And we're still praying and hoping for the return
of the hostages. It's Friday, November the 17th. So Chanukah starts, almost in 3 weeks. 3 weeks from yesterday, from last night. And yes, we're very much hoping and davening for the safe return of the hostages, that there will be a Chanukah miracle, hopefully before Chanukah, if not on Chanukah, God willing.
I've heard so many miracles already happening in the field. I have a nephew who's a special ops, who's out there, and so many of us and so many have so much family there. But let's get to the wine.
Let's get to the wine. So we're doing a focus mainly on Israeli wines and spirits.
Okay.
In solidarity and support, especially for the Israeli wine industry, who, like pretty much everyone else in Israel and every industry in Israel, is struggling right now.
And consumers are going to be able to find great deals now on Israeli wines, because I know that we've been working towards making that happen at the retail level for the consumer. So keep an eye out for that.
Absolutely. And to keep the focus on the fact that all of our suppliers and all of our Israeli wineries are part of our family, of the Herzog family of wines. We have, of course, the Herzog Alexander Valley 2021. It's the new vintage.
Okay,
it's the first vintage under David Galzignado. He had just come in, I think, in July 2021.
Okay.
And I've tasted it already. You've not.
I have not.
And it's absolutely off the charts.
Let's get to it. What are you waiting for, man? What are you waiting for?
Let's do it. It's Chanukah, it's celebrating. Let's have some good wine. It doesn't matter which wines you're having, white, red, rosé, sparkling, dry, off-dry, sweet. Just have wine that you love. And really celebrate Chanukah together.
So I get menthol in here, pine. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh! And well-integrated alcohol. Mm-hmm. What is the alcohol level on this?
I think it's 14.5.
Oh, so it's going to be a big mouthful. That always indicates that it's going to be 14.
14.5. Yeah.
14.5. Okay. And let's give it a taste. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Gabe, I have a few favorites, and one of them is
Alexander Valley.
Alexander Valley, and it's one of those wines that often I can identify blind. Oh, and the tannins are there on the gums.
It's amazing. It's so layered and complex.
Yeah, without being aggressively, acidic or it's structured well, but without having that, that bitter structuredness that sometimes you get from very young wines. And it's so, wow.
Exactly. Okay, next one, Razi'el by Castel.
Okay. Now, Razi'el is the pet project of perhaps the one most famous small winery in Israel. Perhaps. There are other very famous ones. This is from Eli Ben Zaken, the same guy who founded and makes Castel wines.
That's right.
And tell us what's in this bottle,
okay,
what the grapes are.
With Castel, they focus mainly on Bordeaux style and Burgundy style with the Chardonnay, and at Razi'el they go a little bit more wild. So south of France, Rhone Valley, Languedoc, playing with grapes like Syrah and Carignan, which is more Languedoc style, and it's got body to it. I mean, you will see for yourselves.
But one of the things that I've noticed a lot lately is that even the Bordeaux blends that generally come out of Israel are adding Syrah, because it's a flavor and a grape that grows so well in Israel that everybody seems to be adding, I'm overstating it, but lots of people are adding Syrah to their blends and making Syrah alone. And this is a good example of that. This is 70% Syrah.
And 30% Carignan.
And 30% Carignan, all Rhone or Mediterranean varieties that grow along the Mediterranean best. I don't get the menthol. It's very different aroma here.
Very different. I get some black pepper.
Also, a little softer. It's not as aggressive and as
Yep.
in your face as the Herzog. So it's more, I would call it, if you will, elegant.
Yeah. Next, Shiloh Winery Secret Reserve Cabernet Franc. So this is a wine that winemaker Amichai Loury produces in collaboration, so to speak, with the famous singer Gad Elbaze. That's why it's called the Gad Elbaze edition.
Gad Elbaze.
He's a big wine lover, Gad, and his favorite winery is Shiloh.
Here I get back a little bit. Here's where you can actually find some of that Cabernet similarities. There is some of that menthol. There is some of that,
Some green bell pepper,
which is classic.
Classic to Cabernet Franc.
And Amichai, oh my gosh, he's so, as we all are, but he's really expressed it to me so many times in the last few weeks about how sad he is and about how concerned he is about what's going on out there and how many people he knows have been affected personally by what's going on in there.
Right.
So let's all pray for Amichai and all of his friends that they come home safe.
Amen.
And that we finally get rid of this horrible scourge, this Hamas. Wow. And this is an 18.
Yeah. We're up to the 20. So we're getting here a more aged version. I mean, it's still very young, obviously. And Amichai's wines usually tend to age very well.
This is 18, so it's 5 years. It's 5 years old, and still you get some tannins that still will age it more. I'm guessing that this has still a drinking window of 5 to 10 years
Easily. Yeah.
and it's a very nice bottle of wine. All right,
Fantastic.
So those are the three wines. We've got the Herzog, and we thank the Herzogs for giving such great support to the Israeli portfolio that you'll be seeing in the retail shops, and our good friend Eli Ben Zaken and our wonderful good friend also Amichai Loury with Shiloh. Okay, what have we got here?
We're gonna taste some gin. This is Thinker's Distillery, fantastic distillery out of Jerusalem, Yerushalayim. They make bourbon, they make vodka, they make gin.
What I love about gins, unlike vodka, is that vodka is literally a grain-neutral spirit, and it's not just in terms of the technical aspect of it, but it's also in terms often of the flavor. It has, neutral flavor. It's just alcohol.
Yeah.
Some of them are cleaner, some of them are smoother, but it's basically, neutral. Gins, I love gins because the best of them, some of them aren't that great, but the best of them have the botanicals that really come through and that really enhance your drinks, especially in mixed drinks.
Yeah.
Oh, and this has those botanicals.
It does.
Oh my gosh! And what is one of the most important botanicals that go into gin is the juniper berry, and it's not an edible berry, but it is one that when steeped and used in making gin, I'm not sure they use it here, but you can certainly smell the botanicals coming through in the nose. Oh, it's wonderful. And I think the alcohol level is exactly what it should be, which is 40% or 80 proof.
42%, yeah.
Oh, so it's 84 proof. So it's hotter than a lot of gins. Hotter is
Higher in
wine
alcohol.
speak. Is wine speak for higher in alcohol. Let's give it a taste. Wow. In spite of the fact that it's an 84 proof and 42% alcohol, it's quite smooth.
Yep, it's very well integrated.
Very well integrated. It's got some flavors that come out from the botanicals. And I could just love this with some sour apple, maybe cranberry juice.
Yeah.
Very well shaken, very cold, but with no ice in it eventually.
Yeah.
Just poured off the ice. So Thinker's Gin. I wonder why they call it Thinkers.
That's a good question. I think that it's the
Let me read this to you.
intellectual aspect of it.
Leaving well enough alone cuts across our cultural grain. The passion to better the best is hardwired into our nature. We call this drive to produce a furthered London dry gin. We analyze countless recipes, iterations, until we found the perfect balance of the freshest classical botanicals distilled together with a selection of citrus fruits. This gin is as sublime as its Jerusalem provenance. So what they're trying to do is make the best better than anything that's out there, and that's what they're trying to accomplish. I don't know if it's better than anything out there, but man, it's really great gin.
It's really good. Yeah, it's really
so,
good.
So, L'chaim, have a great Chanukah. Please, everybody pray for our brothers and sisters in Israel. Take care.
Yeah. And don't forget, V'yayin yisamach levav enosh. It's the wine that gladdens man's heart. It's not the opposite.
Happy Chanukah, everybody.